Hello everyone. So this video is going to be about Twitch's ads incentive program. I've wanted to make this video for quite a while, just explaining what it is and how it works. So about a year ago, Twitch always had ads on its site and on streams. I'm sure you've noticed them. And but they were always like kind of spontaneous. There was no like order to them, no logic behind them. But about a year ago, they put in this very specific thing called the ads. It's called Ads Manager, and it's basically a very detailed way to for the streamer to select exactly what, like, the frequency and timing of all of your ad breaks. And then after that, Twitch put in this thing called the Ads Incentive Program, where it showed you like just how much money you'd make from running these ads. And so I just want to like go over everything and inform, because this is common knowledge to the streamers, but not necessarily for the viewers. Obviously, you hate watching Twitch ads, especially. But if you're a streamer, I'm sure other streamers understand this as well. Twitch pays pretty well for ad revenue. It makes up for the money that they don't pay well in sub revenue. So they incentivize it kind of that way. Ads incentive program. So again, I'm not going to show like the incentive thing because it has dollar amounts on there and I don't want to take a chance. But basically, every month, I think it's for affiliates as well, but partners, you go into like the partner setting on your dashboard, and it will show a list of offers to accept. And there isn't much bargaining you can do there. Like mine this month has been 4 minutes of ads per hour, 6 minutes of ads per hour, or 7 minutes of ads per hour. And then it has a range of dollar amounts that you can make if you run this many specifically, based on like how your analytics, how long you stream, how many viewers you stream to, and stuff like that. So it gives you a range. Sometimes it can be more, sometimes it can be right in the middle. I found it to be kind of like right in the middle. But yeah, it has been a pretty handy tool. And what happens is you accept one of those offers, and then you go into here. This is the Twitch Ads Manager. If you're not a Twitch partner, you've probably never seen this before. But you have control of three things. One, how long in between ad breaks you have, how long the ad breaks are going to be, and how long you can delay when an ad begins when you start stream. Now, I have my own little like method for this. So most streamers you'll find will pick the longest ad option, which is 3 minutes of ads in one bulk. And the reason for that is, and this isn't rhetorical, let's say right here I have 3 minutes, the current pace I have is 3 minutes of ads, one bulk of 3-minute ads every 45 minutes. So the way it could work, would you rather have 1 minute of ads every 15 minutes? Or would you rather have a bulk of 3-minute ads every 45 minutes? I think I'll answer that for you. I think you would much rather have the 3 minutes of ads per 45 minutes, right? Instead of being slightly interrupted every 15 minutes, you can be, well, greatly interrupted every 45. I think most people would prefer that. Now, I have my own way of like it's taken a little bit of time, but I've kind of found exactly how to use this to its fullest potential for me while making it as non-intrusive as possible. So if you know, I'm going to pull this up on OBS, I always do like a little intro countdown for my streams right here. And the timer usually starts at around 12.5 minutes. I didn't have this intro that long at first for that reason, but the timing has worked very, very well because I always set this really, really high. And what am I trying to say? Yeah, in your dashboard, you can like pop this thing out. So this is like in the corner and I can see like a little countdown timer and everything. Also, the reason a lot of streamers select 3-minute ad breaks isn't because of what I mentioned here earlier with the frequency, but also you earn another 5% on top of what it would be. So they incentivize the 3 minutes one because you earn an extra 5%. And also, it disables pre-rolls. I think pre-rolls, personally, are the most annoying type of ads, which is when you click on a stream and then you're hit with a 30-second one. The streamer has no control of that whatsoever. But there's a little thing you can click where if you play a 3-minute ad, specifically 3 minutes, pre-rolls are disabled for an hour, and they stack. So if you keep playing them and playing them and playing them, pre-rolls will keep getting disabled for like an hour each time. So yeah, those are pretty much all the reasons I use this and run them as frequently as I do. But what I really do is I run them, like, I'll show you this in a little bit, but when I start stream, the little countdown starts at 30, and then I run an ad break, which is 3 minutes, and then the timer, 45 minutes, get added to the timer. Now, you can only run no matter what the frequency is, you can only run an ad break every 8 minutes. So if the ads are over and I try and run another one like 4 minutes later, it will not go. It's only 8 minutes later. So yeah, let me, I've been talking a lot. Let me show you how it works in action here. Okay, so now we've moved over to my desktop here. This is what it normally looks like. There's OBS, and to the right of that is the little ads manager thing that I popped up. See, I'm currently live right now on Twitch for this recording, just to show you what it normally looks like. See, there's how long before a 3-minute ad plays. There's a snooze button, which will add 5 minutes to this timer. And you get a free one when you start the stream for the day. And then, so yeah, here's this thing. Now, I'm going to go offline real quick on my live stream. Yes. And then this should update. And this is basically just showing you how exactly it works. Here, because the stream has stopped, refresh it, and it should. Just give it a second. All right, there we go, right there. All right, so now it recognizes the stream is off. And remember what I said earlier. I set it to 30 minutes after the stream begins. Or once the stream begins, the timer for when an ad starts at 30. So what I'm going to do is hit start streaming right here, so I am live. And then this kind of takes a while to start counting down. It takes about give it like 30 or 40 seconds. There it is. See, it just went up to 30 minutes. So now the stream has officially began. And what I do when I begin stream, I run a 3-minute ad, and because I have it set in my agreement that it's every 45 minutes, that it plays every 45 minutes. The moment the stream begins, as far as the ads manager is concerned, when this 3 minutes is over, it's going to jump up to about 45 minutes on top of the half an hour. So an hour 15. No, it's the 45 minutes minus 3 minutes, because the timer starts counting when the ads begin, not when the ads are over. So, yeah. And also, as you can see, I just gained a snooze because the stream just started. So really, it's 45 minutes plus 5 minutes. Again, you can set it to whatever you want. Some of the offers are like every 6 minutes of ads per hour or 7 minutes of ads per hour. I've found the least intrusive but still making a decent amount is around 4 minutes. I feel like it's not as noticeable, but here, let me just skip ahead to a little bit later. All right, so now the ad is winding down, and this should say an hour and 12 or a high hour and 11 minutes when it's over. Yeah, right there. See that? So whatever frequency you set it to on the little sliders that I showed you, the what is it? I know this looks weird. Hold on. Whatever frequency you set it to, like 3 minutes of ads every 45 minutes or so, like the minutes one. Whatever one you set it to, when the ads are over, that's how much this timer goes up by. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. One thing I forgot to mention is a bulk of 3-minute ads is like the highest it can possibly go. You can't put it any higher than that. I don't think I would want to anyway. Now, I'm sure you're just like, oh, and you really need to rely on like ad revenue and stuff for the. Yeah, yeah, I kind of do. I've made God knows how many videos about like how crappy Twitch pays for their like sub revenue and stuff. $5 sub turns into $2 for me, and Twitch has always been like, you don't like what you're making per sub, just run more ads, and yeah, ads incentive program is it's very very true. They incentivize with how crappy they pay. But here's the big thing. If you're For those who don't know, if you are a subscriber on my Twitch channel, you get an ad-free viewing experience. No ads anywhere. Not on anywhere on the site, just in my channel. So while people are sitting through a 3-minute ad break, you don't get anything. So, yeah. I guess in a way I do run quite a few ads. One, because, you know, this is my career. I got to do what's best for me. And two, I do have a lot of subscribers. I think at the moment I have like 540. Once we're allowed to start gifting subs again, I'll probably have a little bit more. So a majority of my viewers aren't seeing these ads, but I still get paid by Twitch as if they are. Basically, they just need to play. How many people? I'm sure if I was playing them to more people, I would make more. But I'm not that interested in them. As far as I'm concerned, they just need to run. And I think I mentioned in the beginning, I have my own like system of when I play them. So, like I showed you, when the stream starts and the timer starts at 30, I play one. And then 8 minutes later, I play another one. And by that time, the intro slideshow is over and I pop up on screen. And by that time, by that point, I've built up like 2 hours before one plays automatically. And then I might play one while I'm warming up. Basically, I play as many as I can in the beginning of the stream. So that way, when I'm doing speed runs, it like the parts that people come to see don't get unnecessarily interrupted. So that's kind of how I like manipulate it a little bit. And there's also points in the run where I do run some anyway, but they're during like the ultimate downtime, like the intro just for the original Last of Us. The ultimate downtime spots. The intro car ride, right after Cargo and before the Outside chapter, end of Capital heading into Billstown. Nothing really happens during that spot. I would say like right after Bookstore and before Hotel, not much happens there. You go to the pallet and move it. When you first enter Sewers, literally nothing happens for 3 minutes. When you first enter the dam and you're just getting to the dam. Another one. When you first get on the highway, I always try and be as courteous. I do play a lot. I do play a lot of ads, but I try and be courteous in where I place them so they don't pop up during a big encounter and stuff. And that's, and especially again, you throw in the fact that a majority of the people watching won't be interrupted by them at all. I can do it with a little bit of a clean conscience. And what else? Yeah, I mentioned I play a bunch in the beginning, so they don't play towards the middle and the end. And it also disables pre-rolls, which I think are the most annoying ad breaks. So, yeah, and if you want a sense of, I think I can say this, I don't really give a shit if I'm not allowed to. Paid sub revenue for the month of August, I checked my analytics, was a little bit over 1,000. My ad revenue for the month of August was just a hair under $1,000. So it does add up. A lot of that was during those really long Left Behind streams. It kept playing every 45 minutes, which was a little frustrating. Yeah, there's no accounting for when they start playing towards the end of stream when we're practicing or playing something else, but yeah, it does end up adding up a pretty big chunk of change for myself. And you ask any other speedrunner or streamer, a lot of them do rely on this ads incentive program to be able to do this full time. It can net you a lot if you don't want to go completely overboard with them, so you just piss off a bunch of people. But what happens is, let's say in the middle of an attempt I get a big raid from somebody. I won't have to be running it every 45 minutes or something. Then, like, we've built up enough time, I don't have to, you know? So yeah, a part of like the whole ads manager and ads incentive program, it's a little bit of a game for me. You know, I try and get the number as high as I can early on, and then play them in very smart spots later on in the run. Where are the spots I played them in Last of Us 2? Last of Us 2... I can't really remember. The scene where Joel dies. Basically, where anywhere there's like a really, really long loading screen. Or just not much happening. Again, I had my spots when I was running the game, but I'm not running the game now, so... Yeah. So that's how the ads manager and ads incentive program works. I know nobody wants to hear me talk about Twitch ads, but just know, if you ever get bombarded with a long stretch of them, just know it is making the streamer, whether it's my channel or someone else's channel, it is making them a good amount of money that I can tell you they're not getting from sub revenue. And is honestly something that, like, 1 or 2 weeks I did of YouTube and Kick, it's the type of money that those sites are kind of missing. Some streams, when I'm finished and I look over my revenue for the day, a majority of it is ad revenue, whereas sub revenue and the revenue I get from bits is combined sometimes is lower. Because let's say I stream, like, I don't know, 20, 21 days a week or a month, and I made just under 1,000. On average, I would say the ad revenue during a normal anywhere from 4 to 6 hours stream is about $50 to $60. And again, how many viewers I have and how frequently I play them plays a role in how much I make from them. But again, and this is where my conscience is a little bit clean when I say this. I have a lot of subscribers that are always watching the live stream, and they don't get any of the ads, and I always try and run them during times where you're not missing anything. So, yeah. So, I hope you learned something, and I hope you understand why, if you do come across a long ad break when you join my stream, well, that's why. Basically, you're not missing much, and I need to make my living. So, yeah. That's about all I can think of. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys. Bye.